What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Zulu Gullah. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Back again. I, I'm I'm on fire. Like, um, my IQ, my observation skills, um, my sense of awareness is very heightened right now. That's why I'm trying to get back with y'all a little bit more frequently here lately because the signs are there. I'm getting the signals. Um, I'm getting the vision. I'm kind of becoming on a prophet level. Now I'm not gonna spook you out or nothing like that, but it's just I stay isolated, I stay working, and I stay focused, and I'm sober, and I'm not distracted, and I'm always thinking. So there's some things that's gonna manifest. This year is gonna be interesting, but you have to observe. You can't get caught up with that fake news, that propaganda, the entertainment, the distractions and stuff, the typical stuff. I'm telling you, you gotta look past and through that stuff, or you will miss it. You gotta get it right, right? This voting thing, you gotta get it right before you even get any um, idea who you want to vote for. You need to be applying pressure. You need to be talking to these local councilmen, these senators, councilmen and councilwomen, senators, alike. These local politicians, you need to start laying the smack down. You need to start telling them how it's going to be. And you need to tell them that, you will not get voted in based on performance the following election season. You just need to lay it to them. It's like right now, like the lady involved in YFN Lucci's case, Young Thug's case, Donald Trump's case. You know, these black female mayors, New Orleans. You got a city outside of Atlanta, Georgia. You got Atlanta, Georgia itself. Um, the one up in Detroit. Where's the other one? It's like 4 or 5 of them, right? Misappropriation of funds. You know, improper relationship. Um, moral, morally questionable behavior. Going on, right? Poor examples of black female leadership. But this is what black females do when they get in leadership. They don't do anything for the community. They're just as bad as the KKK. I keep telling y'all this. Like, women point the finger, but women be the enemy, particularly black women. And you make it hard on black men to figure out how can we do anything with y'all. Like, when we get in positions, we help our people. When we're the head of household, when we're the breadwinner, we take care of a whole family. You see what happens when women get leadership? And women are very tricky. They're tricky in relationships. They let alone are trickier across the board when you go out into the public sector and deal with uh, things within that, whether it be from government to business. Women are very tricky. In their nature, they have a default where they're going to do something. And if it goes unchecked, if you don't have a man in place to say, hey, no, that ain't a good idea, if they listen to him, it's going to be a problem. But, I don't want to get sidetracked, but too much. But the black woman has to stop voting. She's voting. And she has to let go of a lot and look at what's best for the overall group. Getting back to when, Ice Cube went on Fox Soul and he went head to head with Vivica Fox and the ladies on there. I stopped looking at that shit. I looked at it a couple of times. I was like, oh, them was crazy. You know, when they said that they have different needs specific and independent of the overall black community, even from kids, that that way of thinking is going to destroy us sooner or later. And it's done so much damage, right? Now here we are on the brink of one of the most critical election years in our time, probably ever. And the warning for me is y'all got to get it right. Y'all black women, y'all got to get it right. And not just y'all, black men too. The overall black community right now has a responsibility to tell people you're not getting anything without doing what's in our interest. You can do it fairly. You can figure out how you make it fair and to make it to where it works for everybody. But you have a demographic in an emergency, in a state of emergency, and you got one political party that has increased those hazards. They've actually caused hazards on all Americans. That's why on my TikTok, where I say traditional and original Americans, even though I separate black people specific from their own issues, I still let it be known that it's related what these Democrats have done and why they really owe everybody that's a traditional American just as much as black Americans, going all the way back to slavery, reparations. They owe white America reparations right now. What they've done these last 3 years or so, going into the fourth year. Like, the Democrats are dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So, and that's the creative side, and that's my logic, and that's my understanding from what I observed, from the information I gathered, that they actually owe blacks, they've been owing blacks reparations. They owe us even more now because they done so much. They done stuff to white people. Now they owe white people reparations. This government is nuts. It's nuts. Now on my TikTok, about 3-4 days ago, maybe a little longer, I gotta go back and check. On my TikTok, I put out there the proposal for black Americans and traditional and original Americans to wager a vote. Tell these people they will not get votes unless they meet these terms and conditions. And I put some preliminary terms and conditions out there. It's 2 different TikToks, actually 3. One of them was a duplicate, right? I will be supplementing that. I done a stream here where I'm calling out Dr. Umar to get with Ice Cube. Now you got this representative in New York. Let me see. Let me go back and look. Representative, he's representative of New York. He's desperate because he know the Democratic Party ain't gonna have a chance unless they do something. They got to throw a Hail Mary out there. Now it's good that he wants to go ahead and propose reparations, but his terms is trash. What he's trying to propose is trash. It's garbage, right? And the secret behind it is, like, you got to get white America behind this shit too, because y'all may not understand what I'm telling y'all, but hear me out. Black people and white people have been in this country together for so long before these other people have came in. At some point, you got to look at yourself together as a group and understand that this country wouldn't have been built without one or the other. That's just facts. Regardless of our tension and relationship throughout history, I know we're so far in at a particular point to where it's better, but is the differences and racism gone? No, but is it as bad as it was? No, it wasn't as bad as it used to be. And we share a common interest right now. the invasion of America through the open border. I listed other things about wages being like over 40 years behind. These companies don't want to increase wages. They want to increase prices, continue to pay what they were paying people back in 1990 something. And if not that, they want to outsource you with cheap labor through the open border or AI. And they're already over 40 years behind. So they owe for that alone. They should have been paying people accordingly year to year. I'm telling you, man, it's a lot going on. And for the record, slavery never ended. It just got transferred into work wages. That's what slavery got transferred to. A lot of y'all don't know that. There's a correlation between original slavery in America and the hidden slavery through jobs, through bullshit wages, right? So y'all got to know that. Now you got reparations about to materialize at some point because the pressure is on. The pressure is on. I put the proposal out there with your vote. Don't give nobody a vote without them hearing terms and conditions that need to be met. I don't care who it is. Not just the presidential election, but your local elections, definitely for your senators and your Congress people, state and federal. No more open votes. No more voting freely. No more voting off hunches. No more voting based on peer pressure and voting with a group because you grew up in this family, we voted this way. All that's out the way. That's out the window. It has to go. You know. But I got y'all. See what I put on TikTok? There's going to be a real draft that's going to be typed, notarized, sent to multiple politicians and public figures. I'm going to put it out there. It's about to go out there. Trust and believe. We talk about a lot of stuff over here. We talk about the male-female bullshit. Uh, but it's all related. They have tricked these women. Whether you want to fathom that or not, they have tricked these women. These women that we complain about, we point out, we break down scientifically, they designed for them to behave this way. The power structure goes all the way up to your government and the people behind the scenes of the government, the shadow government and your corporations and your primary financial juggernauts, along with the main families throughout the world. That's your structure, right? But they still can't do anything without the populace. They can't do anything without the populace. I don't know. I don't know who taught people how to vote, because you really need a class on voting. Like, it should be mandatory in high school. It should be a mandatory class on properly voting. I can't believe that voting has been done this way all these years, and it has to get to this point to change. So stay tuned, but you need to be talking to your peer group, your family, your close ones, your friends. You need to be talking to them and telling them, hey, look, forget Friday night at the bar, at the club, forget the fucking game, really forget the Super Bowl. Far-fetched, but I'm telling you, you need to be getting together in groups and get ready to make a presentation to your local politicians and leaders and let them know that some stuff gonna have to change. and it's gonna trickle from Fed to state. You're gonna have to do a clean sweep and put them all on notice. Some stuff gonna have to change. You know, I just don't know how powerful y'all are. You know, you can impeach people and get them out of seats they don't need to be in. You can get rid of them. If they need to get out, they're not doing their job, they're messing things up. They gotta go. They work for you. Your tax dollars. Employ them. You give them too much power over your tax dollars. So that's what we got to do. It's gonna get done because people see now, and it's not a race thing anymore. It's an American thing right now. Am I pro-black? Yeah, but I'm pro-American too. And I have a balance. I know how to talk to and interact with all people. I know how to exchange information and share perspective, as well as listen and take in other perspectives. That's why I'm trying to have the most balanced approach. When I talk about reparations, I include white people now. Traditional Americans and original Americans, the original middle class. I include white people being owed reparations by this crazy government, just as much as black people. It's apparent now that they've been ducking and dodging and scheming and tricking, lying. It's apparent now. Everything goes up, but your pay don't go up. You know how much I spend anywhere from 8 to 14 hours, 6 days a week working. I can do it. I'm gonna keep on doing it, but it makes absolutely no fucking sense that I have to do that. But because of inflation, because of being grown, a man and independent, living on my own, taking care of what I got to take care of, my daughter, uh, not running around being broke, bummy, having the credit that I have, being able to travel when I need to, feed myself. The only thing that I refuse to do right now, I refuse to take care of a family. I have put off even any kind of notion of forming a family right now. It is stupid. Have a kid and form a family right now is crazy. You don't need that. You need to get this government and these numbers, this economy under control before you do that again. So the pressure's on. I'm putting pressure on. We can talk about the typical stuff, what's happening in entertainment, what women are doing, what men are doing. We can talk about that typical stuff, but I'm telling y'all better focus on this. Y'all better focus on this. Um, it's it's the only thing to do right now, man. You gotta let that other stuff go. You have to let that other stuff go. What these people talking about, oh, give me a super chat, man. Women this, women that, dating, dating, dating. Man, please. You better be getting up, going to work. If you're looking at something on YouTube or any social media platform, better be something of substance right now. You have to put that dumb shit to the side. You know, it's about to get real, man. But yeah, his proposal, yes, it's a good step forward, but it's trash. His terms and conditions is trash. You know, trash. Good step in the right direction, but trash. It's not enough. Point blank, period. And I want y'all to focus on this. I want y'all to focus on this. Really focus on this. Get everybody on board. Get everybody on board. You gotta go over to my TikTok, see what I put on TikTok. You know, and people thought I was tripping. You know how people give you those big eye emojis as a comment when you put something up like they're scared or something, like I did something far fetched. No, I done what needed to be done. Now, when I done it, that was their response. But then look at here, look in the thumbnail. Reparations had already been a discussion. Now you got a proposal, and you got this dilemma about losing the black vote, spreading like wildfire from the Democratic Party. They're in panic mode. They know they're on the ropes. They know what Biden and his administration has done all this time has been straight fuckery. They know that last election was fuckery. There was cheating going on. They've been covering it up. And a lot of Americans fell for that dumb shit. See, they don't like when you set the bullshit to the side. Like, I can set the pro-blackness to the side to understand we are in America. We have to live here. So the better for America, the condition-wise, environment-wise, the better for us. Why would I not? That's stupid to think otherwise. This is where we are. You're going to have to coexist on this planet one way or the other. That's fate. I'm here to tell y'all, man. Y'all better pay attention, man. Pay attention. And for all these prosecutors, judges, you do know that there's prosecutors that are at the mercy of votes. Prosecuting attorneys in your local areas, judges as well, just as much as you got sheriff, police chief, they have to be voted in. And when they do a bad job, you can get rid of them. Like going all the way up from R. Kelly to Bill Cosby, now this is why I'm sticking up for black men, and I don't care what nobody say. Every one of elected officials involved in those cases, as far as judges and prosecutors, don't deserve votes from black people no more. And I don't care what you think. And I'm telling you, that's how you fight back. Take the votes from them. When they do that, because you got to look at what do these black men do. They have families and they employ a lot of black people, people that look like them. We have to deal with them on our own if there's an issue another way. But we can't hand them over. So what do? Come election time for these people, take the votes from them, take them from their position. You take one of ours that has families and that employs people, and you don't find another way to figure out what has went on with these people to see if there is an issue to be corrected and or fixed. You stop the employing of black people and family. I don't care what y'all say, they employ a lot of black people. And right now, we need our black millionaires employing black people and taking care of their families. We don't have enough of it. Understand your vote. Start putting your terms out there. Start telling people the next city council meeting, the next rally, gathering, there will be no just listening to speeches. When the hands get raised, we have terms and conditions you need to meet if you want these votes. All these old primaries and stuff like that, yeah, that's fine. It's good. You got a better candidate uh, winning the primaries, but still, there's nothing I'm hearing that I'm gonna get if I vote for somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So the hands need to go up. You know, you need to come out in record numbers, and the hands need to go up. And everybody needs to pretty much the majority of people need to be saying the same thing or similar things and making the demands like you won't get these votes unless you do these things. This is your boy Zulu Gunner. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm gonna get at y'all later. I mean, y'all better put the word out there. Y'all better share and y'all better get on your A game. It's about to go down. It's getting interesting. I'll talk to y'all a little later.